The last meal kit that I tried was a HelloFresh. So this time we're going to try Blue Apron. So we've got creamy Chipotle chicken and black bean and smoked Gouda flautas. So that's what we're going to be cooking the next couple of videos. Stay tuned. Okay, I've pulled out the ingredients for both dishes, the black bean and smoked Gouda flautas, the beans, the tortillas, that's the knickknacks. You've got this quarter of a red cabbage. That's interesting. Pre-cut. Okay, got the pepper, the garlic, onion, and then this one is for the creamy Chipotle chicken. So you got your chicken in a separate bag, which is perfect, and then the knickknacks for the creamy Chipotle chicken. So, what are we going to do tonight? We're going to go meatless or chicken. I think we're going to do the creamy Chipotle chicken. In the box, it only came with this card, so that's strike number 1 for Blue Apron, but it's okay because I was able to print out the recipe for the creamy Chipotle chicken. So let's get started. So here are all the ingredients. You have the cilantro sauce, the jasmine rice, the cojita cheese, the honey, the cornstarch, and the mayonnaise, and of course the chicken, which I have set aside. So first thing we're going to do is start the rice, and then we will continue preparing this meal. Forgot to show you the pepper. Here's the poblano pepper that I already washed and cut lengthwise in half, and then I removed the seeds, and then I already have the onion, so I'm going to go ahead and thinly slice the pepper, and then I will thinly slice the onion as well, and then after that we're going to combine this together and make the sauce. The rice has come to a boil, so I've turned it down on low. Ooh, you probably can't see from the steam, but the rice is in there, so we're going to cook this for about 12 to 14 minutes on low. I have finished cutting up the pepper and the onion, so I'm going to set this aside, and that's how I chose to cut them. People probably cut it a little smaller, but that'll be perfect for me. So next up is the sauce. The sauce consists of mayonnaise, honey, chili paste, and warm water. So this is all the chili paste I'm using because I didn't want it too spicy, and so I'm going to whisk this together and then set it aside. Here's the chicken. It's been patted dry with a paper towel and seasoned on both sides with salt and pepper. I'm going to coat it in cornstarch. There was definitely a lot of cornstarch, so both sides have been tossed in the cornstarch, so we're just waiting for the oil to heat up, and then once that is heated up, we are going to cook the chicken. So I kept the chicken whole. I didn't cube it. The picture on the recipe card on the site, it was cubed, but I decided to just leave it whole, and I'm just going to eat this with a sauce served over the rice and then a side salad. So alright, we're going to let this cook. We are still cooking the chicken. I flipped it once. Now I will get it browner than this because it is not done, but I usually do 3 or 4 minutes, flip it, and then I'll do 3 or 4 minutes. You cook it, you get this recipe however you want to, but this is how I'm going to do it. So I let it cook for about 3 minutes, and I flipped it, and then I'll let it cook, and then I'll flip it again to finish cooking. The rice has cooked up right nicely, so one part's done. As you can see, the chicken has browned up quite nicely, so I'm going to remove this from the pan, leaving any drippings that are in there because we're going to use that for the peppers and onions. And I'm going to put this in the oven. The recipe says to coat it with the sauce that we made earlier, but I'm not going to do that just yet. I'm going to do it right before I eat. So I'm going to remove the chicken and get started on the peppers and onions. Alright, I've got the pepper and onions in the same skillet which I cooked the chicken, so there's little, bits of cornstarch and browning in the bottom. And it said to season it with salt and pepper at this stage, but I use the Badia Complete seasoning because I just use that on everything. So, okay, we're going to cook these peppers and put this meal together. The peppers and onions and the cilantro sauce have been added to the rice, so we are just going to stir this all together, and then when I come back, it will be the finished dish. Oops, forgot the cojita cheese. So I just sprinkled a little bit of that on there. It's the grated cojita cheese as a finishing touch. Okay, bye.